Hello there, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. This is a mini reading for someone who is grieving. There's been a death. Normally, if you know about tarot, the death card doesn't mean death. But when I have several death cards and a grieving card, I think someone that you love has died or is going to die, and I don't want to freak anybody out. I don't think it's a surprise. It's always a surprise, and it's always a shock, and it's always a knife to the heart. But I'm not going to give you the whole spiel about how, we're just learning to appreciate things when we lose them and all of that, because none of that means anything when it comes down to it and you are grieving and your heart is broken and you don't know how you're going to go on. The death card and the Six of Wands. How do you go on? How do you move on? Regrets, loss, lovers. It's almost like someone has lost a long-term partner, mate, soulmate, parent, family member, community member, someone beloved to you, right? And you're going through the stages, or you will be going through the stages, and absolutely feeling anger, even maybe some humiliation, despair, guilt, all of that. And it's part of it, the confusion, disbelief, shock, sadness. Shock and sadness. I'm so sorry. I wish I could give you a big hug. It's devastating. It's devastating. I don't think you're having a problem with accepting it. I just think it's like the literal, actual pain, disbelief, and fear and heartbreak that's really killing you. It's going to be very difficult. And if this is a soulmate, know that they ain't going anywhere without you. I'm not sure what your religious beliefs are, but I'm halfway between here and there. As a person, I see the spiritual world as clearly as I see this physical world. And those people that have lost loved ones, even though they're not as sensitive to that, I think, and you will feel in your heart that they are still with you. Don't be in denial about your spiritual intuition that's telling you that they're still there with you. God, I'm going to cry. Do not feel crazy. Do not feel guilty if you need to kind of talk to them like they're still there with you. If they're really connected to you like that, they will be there with you always, until you're ready to go with them. And there is no time on the other side. If this is your person, know that they are okay and they are at peace. You don't have to feel anything except how you feel. You need to postpone any sort of big decisions that you have. If you were starting a project, if you were launching a business, if you were opening a shop, if you are, if you're a boss and you need your team to do or something really important for the business, or even if you were planning on going on a big vacation or something, I think you need to postpone anything that's out of your regular routine comfort zone, just for the time being. You know, surround yourself with people that are loving and caring, that you don't have to put on a false face for, because you can't right now. You just can't. You need to take care of your health, your mental well-being. Your mental well-being is really important right now. Okay, this is trauma, especially if this is like a spouse or a parent. It's traumatic. It's like as physically impactful as getting like hit by a truck, you know? Except the damage, you can't see the damage. It's all on the inside, but it's there. You know, there's a potential issue with clamming up and shutting down and kind of, I see, almost forgetting to pay your bills and getting yourself in a bit of a pickle. So you need to have emotional support. You need a support system. You need a support group. Even if it's just online, maybe a Zoom, you need to hear other people express your same fears. You need to express your fears and your pain. You know, if this is just about to happen or it just happened, don't force yourself to do anything. You're going to have anxiety attacks probably and just be exhausted and depressed, but it's not depression, it's grief. No self-sabotage here. Okay? As far as the death process, like I said, they will always be there for you. If it's a soul tie, a soul mate, a twin flame, a family member, they ain't going anywhere without you. You don't have to worry about that. And you're not going to let yourself dwell in ideas of self-harm. That's not for you. That's not your path. And that's not what your person wants for you. A self-harming situation where you try to take yourself out of the game will keep you from them. If they had a natural death, in a way, you won't be on the same path anymore if you do that, and you'll be further away from them than ever. So that's not an option, okay? It's just not an option. If this is someone that you know who's going through this, an elderly person, a neighbor, a family member, it's asking you to be kind and compassionate and encouraging them to eat, to sleep, to go to a doctor if they need some anxiety medicine to get through this time. Be a good friend. You know, not a fair weather friend. Sometimes people don't know the right thing to say, so they don't say anything. And then those people that are grieving just end up feeling abandoned and misunderstood and alienated. So if that is you and you're feeling that way, you need to kind of speak up. And if you don't have anyone in your life you can openly grieve to and be honest with, you do need a support group. You do need a church group. Someplace where you're not alone and you can express yourself, okay? If this is feeling like an emotional roller coaster, know that it won't last forever. But the spiritual message here, we have the star, we have the chariot. Isn't that pretty? They will always be shining down on you. They will always be a part of your heart. And like I said, if you kind of still feel their presence, talk to them. Who cares if anyone hears you? Who cares if people think you're crazy? If you need to talk to them like they're still there, I imagine their spirit would appreciate it. You're always connected. You're always connected, and you always will be. Love never dies. Never. Even if it changes form from physical to spiritual. My heart goes out to you. Stay strong. Make sure that you have, if this hasn't happened yet, get a support system there. Be honest about this. No regrets, no shame. You couldn't do anything differently. It is a part of life. And the physical pain won't last forever. God, this was supposed to be a mini. Oh, I'm sorry. So please know you're not alone. They will always be there with you. Talk to them as if they are still there. Okay, I love you guys. I'm Walker, and this is Dance Walker Tarot. With a random tarot message about grief. The heartache won't last forever. But keep yourself fed. One foot in front of the other, okay? Baby steps. Take it day by day. Take it moment by moment. You got this. See you next time. Bye-bye.